ain't tryna see your hand out. No freebies, better pay out. Y'all so cheap, man, we stay out. Feel like a breeze, don't play around. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me.
Yeah, I've been on the road chill. 31, baby, living out my dream still. I just got off a tour, the product in store, I'm playing. I'll be rocking with the guy in the horse, yeah. You just hopped in the coupe, got lock in the shoes. I worship his Zeus, you not gonna shoot. I'm watching you do the campaign, swear I'm blocking these fools. I got studio time, I got my watch in the booth, yeah. They be praying on my downfall. I'm an outlaw, switching pulls every stanza like Southpaw. How come your mouth off when y'all soft? No, you see me on the trampoline, about to bounce off, yeah. It's a matter of time, I know you see me standing in the front, back of the line. I happen to grind every minute, passing the time. We ain't never been friends, how you acting like mine? Y'all need contentment, y'all got resentment. God's grace lead to repentance. You live for mentions, that make me question. How you gonna handle a gift if you don't know how to stew a blessing? You can't do it, you don't want a dream chase, you don't put your hands to it. You know the circle shrunk, 4th and 40 got a pun. No, I don't do what I want, I do it for the kingdom come. I ain't know that I was flowing, I ain't showing sign of slowing. I am going for the jugular, mate, the one to debate. But you seem to want it for free. I ain't doing video unless I'm gonna get paid, yeah. I've been working on a gift, I ain't doing free shows. You can call me here again, you can call me what you want, it's really absurd. Just because you're the church, doesn't really mean you don't have to pay me what I ain't worth.
I ain't tryna see your hand out. No freebies, better pay out. Y'all so cheap, man, we stay out. Feel like a breeze, don't play around. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleepy, and that's when you really gon' need me.
Yeah, I hope you ready for the comeback. Steve Nash, I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never see.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dawg. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now, so I need that go, y'all. Got hits when they throwin' the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money statement I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the raps. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride to the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen a rap on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. Yeah. I'm in the big leagues. Told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy. On the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning win by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on a roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here in the new Frankie Candles studio that was just finished being put together moments ago. But what is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here and spending your precious time here with the CandleMafia and your boy Frankie Candles to do 2 full hours of TA on this thing called Bitcoin that is absolutely on a moon mission. And guys, I have to say, I don't know why, for whatever reason, every time we put out one of these deep dives on Bitcoin, for whatever reason, the next day, whatever we're talking about winds up happening. But excuse any echo in here, guys. Obviously, this studio is kind of empty right now. So you guys might hear a little bit of a new phone. Who it is? Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. You guys might actually hear a little bit of an echo because this room is pretty empty other than my studio setup here. Still got to get some sound dampening put in, etc., etc. Obviously, our backdrop is not here. Tony D is building a custom backdrop, which is the same as the other one. But he's just making it portable so we can get it up here and get that regular studio looking. Sounds good, honestly. Let's go. Shout out to Butzinator. But guys, Bitcoin, baby, is absolutely ripping right now on a complete moon mission. But as you guys know, on last night's or yesterday's Sunday Sauce video, we were looking at the opportunity for some more upside in these markets. So I want to be talking about Bitcoin today. I want to take a look at the upside. We'll kind of cover on what I was talking about in our Sunday Sauce video yesterday, talking about those higher targets. I want to go over some of those with you guys. And then we're also going to be taking a look at some of the lower targets in case this is just a pump to grab some liquidity above those yearly highs and get that reversal to the downside. We're going to be looking at the bullish case and the bearish case today because, guys, we're traders and we make money going in either direction. But before we get into it, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys will get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure where you guys will all have multiple chances to win some free crypto or maybe a Frankie Candles hat. But guys, smash up that like button. And before we jump into the charts, I just want to say what's up to the CandleMafia. Guys, let me see some bing bongs in chat if you're pumped about the pump on Bitcoin right now. I got my dad texting me. He's like, let's go Bitcoin. And I'm like, let's go, Dad. My dad does hold quite a bit of Bitcoin, actually. But guys, let's go ahead and check out who's in chat right now. I see you guys already going ballistic in the chat. I am also Bing Bongs in the chat. There they go, going absolutely nuts. I am waiting for Mrs. Candles to bring in an Aztecian cactus moss water. Will she come through? I also texted her and butchered the word Celsius. But yeah, she's probably fixing some other part of the house. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and see who we got in here in chat. We got, whoa, guys, the spamming on the chat is making it go too fast. I can't even read it. Shout out to V-Slim in the chat. What is going on, bro? Wolfman ate my crypto. What is going on, man? We got Trading J says LFG. You guys know what that says. You know what that means. It's long Frankie, go. I'm just kidding, guys. Shout out to Thesis himself. Says, let's dump this Ponzi. Shout out to Thesis. Bro, hey, I just want to say, Thesis, I can help you out. We throw a little yellow X in here. Guys, I forgot to turn the camera fan on. We were doing so good on the new setup here, and I forgot to turn on the camera fan. That is my fault. I'll let that cool off for a second, and we'll get that. We will get that camera back up and running. I'll just go ahead and shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. We got some crazy price action right now. So shout out to Creighton C, Black Sales, Danielson. What is going on? We got Graham in the chat, Crypto Billy, Rob the Crypto Stomp, Tyler Jordan, Deep Petty Crypto, Crypto Anon. You guys know who the mods are. Show them some love in the chat, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts. Here we go. What is going on here? Hang on, guys. Hang on. Bear with me here. Bear with me here, guys, on the technical difficulties. Bound to happen here with the new setup. Let me go ahead and see what we can do here. Display capture. What's going on here? Let's see. Display. Is this it? No, that's chat. Hey, look, you guys are famous. There we go. Okay, we're back on. We're back on, guys. I will get that camera back up and running. But, guys, we got some crazy price action to take a look at. So we're going to start off here with no camera, which does feel a little bit weird. But we're going to jump in here. I want to start talking about the TA, and then I will get that camera back up ASAP. Shout out to, I don't know, I just see the tiaras in the chat. So I assume Hannah King, the CandleMafia princess, is in the house, guys. But let's, excuse me. Hey, shout out to Creighton C. Says, rookie move, bro. Rookie move. I'm just sending Dave over so he can blow on it and wave a towel at your camera. Shout out to Creighton C. I appreciate that super chat. And thank you for sending over Dave and Mrs. Candles. There's no camera on. Otherwise, I'd show you guys that saucy hand. Hang on. Oh, God, I was not sniffing her hand, guys. That was me. I'm just a little stuffy right now. Mrs. Candles, you actually... I'll just turn it on. Let's see if we can get that camera back up and running. No, it just overheated, Mrs. Candles. It's okay though. We'll make it back. Are we back? No, we're not back. All right, guys. Give me two. Okay, there we go. Oh, we're back, Mrs. Candles. We're hot. Hey, come on, show a hand. They're popping the hands in. We're in the new studio. Come show a hand for the people. It's okay. The fan is on. Here we go. No, that's okay. Look at the Mrs. Candles hand. Ooh, you're looking crispy on the 4K. Ooh, baby. But guys, let's go ahead and jump right into the charts here. But let's go ahead and switch over to the screen so you guys can actually see me. And let's go ahead and pop on into it. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the higher time frames first. Look at the Mrs. Candles hands in the chat. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's see. Yo, Crypto Wealth. Shout out to Crypto Wealth. But guys, jumping into the charts here. If you guys did not see my Sunday Sauce video, we were talking about some potential upside targets for Bitcoin, getting closer to that 33 to, we were talking about 48 to 50K potentially in that video on the super bullish end. But obviously, guys, we were looking at some higher targets on Bitcoin in that video last night. And, I'll be honest, I wasn't necessarily expecting to get up there as quick as we did, but we did wind up getting that pump up. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now, obviously, guys, my general sentiment as of right now is kind of, it's like on the line, right? Are we going to, shout out to Kush Patel said, Frankie, where are you? We are in the new Frankie Candle studio. We will get our regular, We are going to get our regular backdrop back here probably by tomorrow, but we just got to build it out. But yeah, guys, we are in a new studio right now. That's why it looks a little bit different, and this echo is actually killing me right now. But apparently it sounds good to you guys, and that's all that matters. But jumping in here, guys, obviously, my general sentiment is kind of, this is kind of the line in the sand because, we're going to pull up the liquidation heat maps in a second because, as you guys know, typically where you have a high, you have a lot of people who are short, and they typically have stop losses above those highs, and oftentimes the market maker likes to come up, grab that liquidity before reversing price back to the downside. But obviously, if you guys watched my video yesterday, we were looking at some much higher targets for Bitcoin in yesterday's video, or the Sunday Sauce video, which is definitely possible as well if we are able to get some kind of crazy bullish news. In that video, we were talking about a potential what would happen if the Bitcoin ETF news wound up coming out before the halving? Where could we see price pump to? So we're going to talk about those upside targets in a second. But again, guys, my general sentiment as of right now is really at that line in the sand, right? If we start cracking these levels and hanging out up here, we could potentially be getting a move up to some higher prices, which we will go over in just a second. But as we start off on the higher time frames in general, guys, taking a look at the weekly time frame, obviously, one thing we've been looking at quite a bit here is this money flow crossed over into the green on the weekly time frame, sticking straight up, actually not looking too bad. And I'm not gonna harp on this too heavily right now, just because, guys, we covered this a lot in the previous live streams. But obviously, typically, once you come into that big red money flow wave, once you cross over into the green, the bottom is usually in, and even if you start faking out into the red like we did back here in 2019, typically, the bottom is already in, and generally, most of the pain of the bear market is over after that crossover into the green, and then sometimes you get a little bit of turbulence. You go down. In 2019, we went down or 2020, we went down for that higher low before going off into the parabolic bull run. And again, not only did we get the money flow crossover into the green, first, we got it back here in April of 2023. Then we came back into the red, came back into the green, back into the red, and now we are back into the green. Could this be the crossover into the green on the weekly that we need for much higher prices? It could potentially be, but let's go ahead. And obviously, guys, in the Sunday Sauce video from yesterday, we were looking at the two-week money flow coming up with that green dot printing, and then obviously that did wind up confirming, and that was one of those signals that we were saying, hey, if we get that confirmation of that 2-week green dot, we also have the money flow coming up. This could open up the door to some higher prices, and then the other thing we were looking at was that monthly green dot on top of the money flow starting to tick up just a little bit as well. So also, both pretty bullish signals in the long term, but you want to be careful, right? And the reason for that is because although we're getting the monthly green dot, although we have the 2-week green dot confirmed with the money flow coming up, this does not necessarily mean that we are just going to yeet up to 100K on this monthly candle, right? Generally speaking, it is more likely to get, some kind of turbulence to come in here. And, guys, even if, as you guys know, I've been, I am in the camp and have been in the camp that 15.5 was essentially the bottom of the bear market. Now, obviously, it's not impossible to come down and break these lows, but for the most part, I am a believer that 15.5 was the bottom of the bear market, but that doesn't mean that we are just going to yeet up to 100K, or likely that's, it does not mean that. But even if we were to come down and get some big corrections down into the 20s, maybe even just below 20K, like, I'm still not freaking out in the long term, in the grand scheme of the cycles, in the grand scheme of the upcoming bull run, right? In the long term, I would not be worried because, again, we talk about this all the time. How worried do you think people were during March of 2020 when we got this big capitulation after everyone thought the bottom of the bear market was in? Everyone is panicking. Oh my God, it's going to zero. And then what happened? This actually just wound up being a 786 retracement before the parabolic bull run. So again, the 2-week green dot, the monthly green dot, and then the 2-week money flow coming up with the money flow on the weekly also crossing into the green is a big long-term bullish case or bullish indication that we could see this trend continue to the upside. Now, if you guys have been watching the channel for quite some time, you will know. Let me just go ahead and let me go. Okay, we're local enough where the TA is kind of cleaned up here. But as you guys know, looking at the daily time frame, there were some things indicating that this trend may continue to the upside. Now, although we were looking for some cool-offs, not only at this level, also looking for some turbulence up at this level, which we didn't really get a correction, but we did get that turbulence. This is... although we didn't get the correction here, guys, there was, I want to talk about, why we saw this kind of continuation to the upside coming, and it has everything to do with the money flow. As you guys know, the money flow indicates the longer-term trend. So let me just pull up this local TA. What is all this what is this? Oh, this is the Bitstamp chart. That's why. Let's pull up, that's the Coinbase chart. Okay, so here we go. Right, as you guys know, we have this key level of resistance up here being our macro value area high, coming in at about $26,460. Just about 29,500 is kind of the even number you can look at here. And this is kind of where we were looking, right, as I am still long, guys. Actually, let me pull up that trade real quick. I am still in my long position here, guys. This is part of the reason why I was holding my long position. You guys can see we are now up 353%. Already got like almost 1,700 locked in, still up over $1,000. And I only have $287 left in this trade, guys. Like literally like no margin left in this trade, and still up a couple $1,000s. But here's the thing, right? I am still holding this long. I have taken a little bit more profit, but this long is from down here at 26,250. Now, I mean, I'm sure... I don't know if anybody peeped this at all, but I do want to point out that it doesn't see, my entry here says $26,823. The reason this entry is not down here at 25,250, my original entry was 25,250. However, I went to go long a different asset. I was telling the premium Discord this on Friday. I went to go long a different asset, and I just wound up, I had too much stuff going on. I was not paying full attention, and I went to long, and I was still on Bitcoin, and I wound up adding to my actual current Bitcoin long position, which wound up raising my entry level. But my initial entry level, my initial entry into this trade was 25,250, which was obviously, like, it was such a small scalp I was trying to enter as well, so it didn't even add a lot to the trade. So it didn't even really benefit my long other than raise up my entry position. So, but anyway, the actual setup here that I took was down here at 25,250. Then I added and it raised the entry, but nonetheless, still up super, super high on this long trade. But, not only am I long from here, now I am actually not in this position right now, but we also had a scalp long in the premium Discord for the people who missed the entry down here that I took at 25,250, which was also a setup that we put in the premium Discord. I think I have these sitting up here. So my long position that I'm in, which is now even higher, but yeah, my current long position is right here, down from 25,250, or I guess technically whatever the, it said on Femex is really my entry now. But for anybody in the premium Discord that missed this long entry, we did have another scalp entry or a scalp long setup that we put in the premium Discord from down here at about $28,100. And I'm actually going to pull my face up here real quick, guys, because I want to pull up the Discord, but I don't want to share anything that is exclusive because that would just simply not be fair to the rest of the people who pay for the premium. But here you go, guys. This was that long setup that we put in the premium Discord, and I get people ask me all the time, like, what do I get in your premium Discord? Now, they are not trade signals, but this is what I do, is I basically spoon feed the setups and exactly what I am looking for to happen on price action to get into my long positions or my short positions. I basically give you the full setup here, and we basically talk about what we're looking for price to do, right? It's an if this, then that statement. If price does this, and I see these confirmations, I'm getting into a trade, and I'm looking for it to go here with the take profits and confirmations put in the actual premium Discord. But that was for anybody who missed that initial long entry here from down at 25,250. And if you guys are interested in checking out the premium Discord and getting those daily trade setups, they're not all winners. I'm going to be very clear. We don't win every single trade, but if you guys are interested in checking it out, we definitely get it right more than we get it wrong. You guys can check the link in the description down below. It's one of the more affordable premium Discords out there if you go price shopping. But Guys, as you know, we were looking for some resistance at this value area high or slightly above. As we know, once you get above that value area high, you are looking for your potential short positions if you don't flip it to support and continue up, which is what happened here. But this was a level of resistance that we were looking at. Also, watching this wick up here at $30,660 for some resistance as well. And what happened? We absolutely blasted through it, and we are now testing our yearly highs from back here at 31.8, and on some exchanges we actually have broken that level. Now, just because we've slightly cracked that level on some exchanges doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to continue up, but it is definitely a good sign. And once we start cracking these yearly highs, I'll kind of talk to you guys about what I'm expecting to happen, and if we see certain things, I will be looking for a short position, but if we don't see those things, we will be looking for a continuation to the upside. So good news here, guys, is that we are above our value area high, and not only that, we have flipped it to support and broken out, right? So this is not necessarily kind of the same situation where, we see price kind of come up here, we wiggle around a little bit, and then we get back into the range. Although that can happen, we have gotten a pretty strong breakout, and again, this was indicated by the money flow, the strong money flow crossover into the green on the daily. Now, not only that, we also had money flow coming up on some other time frames that we were looking at on the live stream. However, obviously I actually was in a short position. I think I brought this up on Friday's live stream. I was in a short position from down here. I got stopped out for a small profit. Obviously, my long is up way more than that loss was, but took a small short position here, got stopped out. Long is performing well, but again, I want to be very clear for anybody who's out there trying to learn how to trade. This is shout out to Dan Cruz says, "Bing bong." Shout out to you, bro. I don't even have my money on the desk yet. I can't throw any money in here because I don't have it. But I just want to point out, guys, I was short here, got stomped out, right? And but this is why context is important, right? Because I was not short from up at these levels expecting a dump to zero, right? We were actually expecting it to come down, put in a higher low, and get another move to the upside. And that was all indicated by the money flow on the daily crossing over into the green, on top of the weekly money flow crossing over into the green, as well as some of the lower time frames, such as the 4-hour, had a fresh money flow crossover into the green as well. And if you take a look here, if we went back, this is Friday, October 20th. This was Friday right here. We had just gotten a crossover into the green, into the money flow, or get a green money flow crossover on the 4-hour. It was a fresh crossover into the green. So between that and the crossover on the daily, we were expecting, although again I was short, but we were expecting that short to be a small pullback before another move to the upside. And yeah, what was this? This happened on Wednesday, so it was probably, I guess we were up here. But we were looking for that to be a higher low before continuing to the upside. And the reason I bring this up is because if you were out there using Market Cypher, this is why I like to use the money flow on Market Cypher B, because it lets you know where the trend is likely to continue. And that's what, honestly, sure, I got stopped out of my short position, but it was for a tiny loss. And the reason that I was able to sit down at my desk and say, do I want to risk a lot on this short, or do I want to play it a little bit safe? I was able to play it safe and set a tight stop loss because of the money flow, right? If we were going to dump on Friday or going into the weekend, get a weekend dump, it would have happened and my short would have played out like crazy. It would have played out great, right? But with the money flow crossovers that we were looking at on the live stream on Friday, we knew this might have been a little bit of a risky short, but we didn't want to miss the opportunity. So we set that tight stop loss, taking a small risk for a potential big reward. And not every time price is going to go your way. So we got stopped out at a small loss. But again, we were also long. That is the beautiful thing about being a trader. You can long and short at the same time. Well, depending on what exchange you're using. But you can always long and short Bitcoin at the same time if you're using different exchanges. But obviously, I just want you guys to take that home with you, right? I don't take that as a loss, right? It's like that loss, I could lose 100 trades like that and be fine. And my account would still be good, right? But it's all about understanding what the charts are actually telling you, and understanding when you can risk a lot on a trade, or when maybe you should be a little bit more gun shy to a big position, right? And that was a perfect example of hey, we could have gotten the dump, but we didn't. Got the small stop out, and then the longs just continue to play out. So We saw a lot happen today, guys, right? Not only did we get a significant breakout to the upside, we flipped that value area high to support. Technically, we did this on over the weekend. We flipped this level to support, got the move to the upside, and now we are approaching this next key level of the yearly highs sitting at about 31,887. Now, again, guys, you guys know on the live stream on Friday, we were looking at a key level of resistance right here, sitting at the high wick at about $31,869, giggity. But this is why this is an important level, guys. We are coming up to some significant resistance. And right after we go over this kind of bearish case, or where if we're going to see a rejection, what I think we'll likely see, then we're going to get into the upside targets and some of the key levels that if flipped to support, we can get a big move to the upside. And if you guys are in the stream on Friday, a lot of this stuff is going to look super familiar to you. And if it does, I really hope that I have people leaving my live stream and going to the charts and just studying the volume profiles, because all of these price targets, all of these predictions that we nail are all based off of the volume profiles, right? Or not all, but a large part of these predictions are based off the volume profile. And in my opinion, it's one of the best tools to use if you're trying to predict where Bitcoin's going to go next. So, and we're going to go over that whole thing in a second, and I think it's going to be a really saucy episode, so stick around for that. But guys, this wick up here at 31,869 is an extremely key level, and I'll tell you why right now. If we come on over to high block and we take a look at the liquidation heat map, what do we have going on here? Now, let me actually pull up let's pull up the, we'll pull up the 1 year chart. And I want you guys to take a look here, right? We have, I think on Friday we were looking at the liquidity above the local wick as well, meaning this local wick that could have predicted this push up. But whatever, we're past that. I don't even care. We could bring that up, if we have time at the end of the stream, because price action kind of pushed all the way past. It's kind of old news at this point. But now, although it helped us predict that move up, I do want to talk about what we're seeing on the liquidation heat maps now. And right up at this wick, guys, again, at about 31,869, I think was the actual number. You guys can see we have these highlighted blocks here, right? Between, I would call it between about 32K and about 34.4. We have a highlighted blocks, right? Like, I don't know what to call these, right? Like, they're just like, it's a hot spot on the heat map, right? What does this let us know? This lets us know that there is a good amount of liquidation events or a good amount of liquidation levels that are sitting above this wick high, again, at 31,869. And the fact that we can see this on the chart here, again, this is important, guys, coming between, I would say, between 32 and 34K. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a box here. Let me grab this magnet tool. About 32. I'll get it as close as I can here. There we go, 32 to 34K. Right, this is the reason why this is an important level, guys, is because not only do we have a lot of liquidation levels sitting up here, but not my opinion, but based off the heat map, guys, there are a lot of liquidation levels, and not only liquidations, but likely stop losses set up in this area, right? Because if people are short from this high, where are you going to put your stop loss? To be 100% honest with you guys, your stop loss is likely going to be somewhere, obviously somewhere above this wick, but, a lot of times when retail sets their stop losses, guys, what do? They look left, right? And they try to put their stop loss above a previous high. And the reason they do this is because they know if there are previous highs back here, there is going to be some resistance at those levels, right? So if I mark out these levels of resistance, they know that if price comes back up to these levels, likely it's going to get some resistance, right? And if they break through that resistance, if price comes back up and breaks through that resistance, it may be a sign that you're going to get a breakout to higher prices, in which case all these people who are short in this position right here, looking to go short, or who were looking to go short, have their stop losses and liquidation points set above this level, right? Again, and then you could use tools such as the liquidation heat map to actually visualize that on the actual chart, right? These highlighted bars, the more yellow highlighted the bar, the higher the volume or the higher the concentration of liquidation levels. It essentially just shows you where the liquidity is sitting, right? It lets you know where the liquidity is. And what is liquidity, guys? Liquidity is money in the market. Liquidity act as a magnet. Price gravitates towards where more liquidity is. Now, it's not just as easy as finding the most liquidity and then putting 100x long in because you know it's going there. It doesn't work like that, but oftentimes those high liquidity levels act as a magnet, and by looking at the actual heat map, you don't even have to look at the heat map, right? You could just look at the chart and say to yourself, well, hey, if people are short above this, if people are short from this high, where their stop loss is likely going to be, and where the next highs, they are back here from this area of consolidation, which I'm about to get into in a second, just to give you guys more context. But obviously, you know, by looking at the heat map, between about 34,000 and 32K is where all those liquidation levels are. So what could potentially happen is if we push up past these levels, we could start to stop out some of the people who are short from above this high. What is the stop loss on a short position? I don't know if anybody, well, I know that other people know this. I don't know how many people in the chat right now know this, but when you are in a short and you set your stop loss on a short position is simply a market buy, right? So when price hits that level, it creates a market buy and it puts buying pressure on the market. This is what a short squeeze is. Now, if we push up here, guys, and we start stopping out some of the shorts, right? Because it's not just one person that's short from here, right? I do this all the time. There's likely tons of people who have their stop losses all within this level, right? It's probably a bazillion people who are short all over here, right? And as price pushes up, we're going to stop out one person, right? And by one person, I mean like a few hundred, right? It's not just one person. But, you know, once you start stopping out the shorts at this level, it creates a whole bunch of market buys, which pushes the price up more. And then what happens when you stop out the people from up here? It's more buy pressure. And that's what causes these big wicks to the upside. Oftentimes when you see price get that big wick up and then a big reversal to the downside. So we know that there is a lot of liquidations up in this white box. So if we start coming up here, we could see price start to shoot up pretty quickly to stop out and liquidate all the people short from up above these highs. And that is confirmed not only just by looking at the market structure and understanding you know, how price moves and where people likely have their stop losses, but we can also get the confirmation by looking at the liquidation heat map. Shout out to Dave Digital said, do we ever look at live price action? Shout out to Dave Digital. I think this is live, Dave. I think this is live. This is, yes, Monday, October 23rd, 2023, Dave Digital. So to answer your question, we're looking at live price action right now. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you. Let's see. But yeah, so we're pushing up here, guys, cracking this yearly high, which is literally the level that I've been waiting for. And if we come on over to our Bitstamp chart and we take a look at this, guys. Looking at our old volume profile here that we were looking at on Friday, saying, hey, if we continue to push up here, guys, I think on Friday we were down here at that POC, looking to hit our head on that POC, saying if we could get above that POC, flip it to support, we may be able to come up towards that value area high, which obviously we did get a little bit of rejection from, but now we are attempting to flip that value area high to support and continue to higher prices. So, guys, again, we were looking at this volume profile all the way back here when we were hitting our head on this level saying, hey, if we wind up getting above this value area low, it could open up the door to come to the POC and the value area high. Shout out to Creighton C. I was going to ask the question, but I decided not to. Shout out to Creighton C. Guys, you know what? It's the power of the volume profiles, right? You get above that value area low, and that gives you the indication, hey, if we hold this as support, we are likely to go to the POC, right to that POC, bing bong down a little, just a little bit, played around a little more, flipped it to support. Let's go down to a lower time frame. Flipped it to support right here, got above it, bing bong. And then we were above. Next target would be your value area high. You hit the value area high, and now we are continuing to break out, flipping that value area high to support on the lower time frames, right? That is important to realize. This is a low time frame. This does not mean that, hey, we flipped it to support, we're going to $1 million, but this is definitely a very, very good sign, guys. We are officially broken or officially attempting to break out of this volume profile, which brings me to the next part of the stream, which is where are the next likely targets for Bitcoin, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. Obviously, guys, yearly highs have now been cracked as we continue to push up. Let me just go ahead and check on the long position here. Yeah, 373%. This thing's about to be up 400%. When does the daily close? The daily close is in, I'll give you an exact time estimate here. Daily close is in 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 3 seconds. There you go. Shout out to Ricky. Shout out to you, bro. I think I nailed the exact amount of B's you have in your name. But guys, this is how we predict the market. And if you've been watching the live stream and actually, paying attention to what I'm saying and looking at the levels we're looking at and looking at the same ranges, this is the blueprint to where price is likely to go next. This is how we do it. And I show it every single day here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel, on these live streams every single weekday. But, where is price likely to go next? Now, again, if we continue to push on these highs, remember, you want to be careful of the swing failures at this wick, right? This wick, again, this yearly high wick, we could come up and sweep all that liquidity before reversing back to the downside. However, the next key levels of resistance that I am looking up towards on Bitcoin, this is basically the same levels we were looking at on the Sunday Sauce video from yesterday, where it's so crazy, guys. I want to be clear. The reason I made that video on Sunday or yesterday was not because I saw something on the chart that said we're about to rip up, let me make this video. Somebody asked me, Frank, if we break out, where are we likely to go? And that is, we talked about how that's definitely a possible scenario that we could break up to higher prices. And if we did, where would we likely go? And that's what caused me to make that video. And then we make it, and then boom, the next day, absolute moonshot to the upside as we looked at those higher targets the day before. But as we push up here, guys, where are our likely next levels of resistance? Now, obviously, we are, you want to watch this wick, right? This wick is obviously, again, for that same theory that I was just talking about, where we could come up, sweep liquidity, and then reverse back to the downside. But here you go. Here's the key levels of resistance, guys. Next key level of resistance is going to be this purple box coming in between 32,348 and 33,356. This is the part of the stream where if you're interested, write these numbers down because we may just be there maybe by the end of the stream. I don't know. But this is going to be the next key level, and I'm just joking, guys. But, this is the next key level of resistance, not because I think that looks like a strong level, but because it's a macro golden pocket as well. Not only do we have the macro golden pocket in there, but we also have the wicks from this previous area of consolidation. For anybody new to the channel right now, the reason that we were able to predict this move up and I want to be very clear. We did not guarantee that we were going to get the move up, but the reason why we're not shocked by a move up to this level is due to the volume profiles, right? It's the same reason we were able to predict the move from this low to this high. It's the reason why we had short setups in the premium Discord from this high right here to ride it back down to this low. And it's the same reason why we knew once we broke this level right here, we would likely see much more downside because of the volume profiles. We knew once we cracked this low, we'd be losing this range of this area of balance and would likely continue to the downside. And it's the same thing. We lost that level, ranged around down here, and then simply reapproached this level. Now this level's our doorway to higher prices. You flip it to support, you're likely to come to the POC and the value area high. And where we got these levels from was this area of consolidation back here from May of 2022. We just simply pulled the range, marked out the high, marked out the POC, and marked out the low. Now, as you guys know, we have these wicks above that range high sitting right here at about 32,000. Basically the bottom of this purple box, right? Which is 32,350. And this is kind of an intermediary level. I don't even know if I'm using that word correctly, but this level here from this wick at about, let me get the number precise for you guys because I don't want to give you some wonked out numbers. And we're going to take a look at XO charts in just a minute here, guys, to get a little some more key levels. But 31,737, this wick is going to be another level that you want to keep an eye on because, again, this wick is literally where our rejection happened last time we were at these levels. We swung failed that level, big rejection to the downside. So we want to be careful here, and a flip of this level from resistance to support could be an indication that we're going to continue higher. So the next local level of resistance, I'm definitely looking at that purple box. Again, 32,350 to 33,356. And if we continue above that, guys, we have some really, really saucy levels above. And I'm going to give you guys the simple levels, and I'm going to give you the nitty-gritty levels as well, right? So I'm actually going to pull up a different chart here, not a kitchen chart. Where is it? I'll just pull this this chart up, right? So let me hide this TA so I can get a clean old chart here. And I'm going to show you guys the simple levels of resistance, right? So if you're not someone who's staring at the charts every day looking for those scalp trades, I can show you kind of the more long-term trades that you should be looking for, or those long-term levels that you could be looking for reactions from. So again, key levels here, guys. I'm going to pull this fib, use that magnet tool so I get it to the dollar from the high to the low, right? This is a local golden pocket. Let's see, sitting between about 35,633 all the way up to about 41.4, sitting right there at that 786, which is also, I would also pull this local range from this previous area of consolidation. You have this little range here. A lot of people ask me, Frankie, where do you pull your ranges from? I simply look at the chart. Where is price ranging? Well, we ranged around here for quite a little bit, right? So that kind of looks like a range. So let me pull my volume from right there. Pull it from end to end here. Let me go. Let me make sure I don't mess up the fib while also trying to extend this where it needs to be. And bada boom. Okay, so not only do you have a golden pocket at this area, guys, but between about 39K and about 36K, this is going to be an important area to watch, right? Like, this is more of a swing level, right? This is a pretty big range, but this is going to be a pretty big target, right? And then, obviously, you would look at your value area high from this level as well, but an even more macro level. This is nothing new to the CandleMafia. We've been looking at this level ever since we thought we had bottomed out, and that is the macro of all macro golden pockets. That's dramatic, right? It's just the Fibonacci golden pocket 786 retracement from the all-time high all the way to the all-time low. And you guys know where this level comes in at. It comes sitting in right here at about, let me pull it one more time. There we go. Sitting right here at about between, why are my prices not popping up on my fib here? What is going on here? I'm getting rugged on the prices. Where are we going? What do we got? Prices. There we go. And we're going to put them on over to the right-hand side. Here we go. Bada boom. But that's the center. I don't know why you do that. Okay, boom. Right here, right? Basically between 48 and 50K. The next, the big macro golden pocket you want to be keeping an eye on is 48 to 50K. Now, I'm not calling for 50K Bitcoin anytime soon, right? But I'm just saying, again, if we break these, I mean, we're breaking the yearly highs as we speak right now. This is intense, right? We're getting that yearly high to break. If we can flip this level to support, we can continue up to some of these higher prices. But again, it's not just a shot up to 50K. A lot of people, I feel like, watch crypto content and they hear someone call for a high price and they're like, oh, this guy's a moon boy, I'm tuning out. They don't really, I don't experience that really, because I always give the other end of the stick, right? People hate on that too. But here's the thing, right? I'm not saying this is coming in a day, a two days, a month, etc. But if we do get a pump, guys, you want to have these levels ready on your chart if you're looking to make money, right? Because if you missed the long entry that we gave in the premium Discord at 25,250 and you're not in a long position right now, you don't want to FOMO into a long. You want to be keeping an eye on those levels of resistance so you can catch a short on the way down. So again, key levels sitting up here, I mean, pretty close to 40K, 35.8 to 39K. That's going to be a key level of resistance. I'm going to turn it purple for resistance, right? Then your next major key level of resistance could be this macro golden pocket sitting right here, right? Between about 48 and 50K. These are the next macro key levels of resistance I will be looking at. Now, again, we looked at this constantly, a while ago when we were getting massive upward price action before we started ranging around and boring everybody out of the market here. We were looking at this macro volume profile sitting right here, at the top of the bull market, right? And actually pull this up a little bit higher. This range that we traded in at the top of the bull market, guys, is a beautiful value area. And not only is the value area high in pretty close confluence with the golden pocket, but your POC is also up there as well, adding a little bit of confluence to that golden pocket level if we are able to make it up there. Again, I'm not guaranteeing that, but it could be a potential possibility. But here's the thing. This is what I wanted to show you guys. This is the Bitstamp chart. We are currently, guys, this is a very key level. And we actually talked about this in the video on Sunday, right? The Sunday Sauce video, we talked about this exact level. I'm actually going to pull it up on this chart. I don't want anyone getting super confused, so I'm going to hide some stuff here, right? I'm going to hide the local levels of resistance. Let's hide it. Let's hide that local golden pocket. Get out of here. I'm going to get rid of that horizontal line just to clean things up. We'll get rid of this volume profile just to clean it up. And I'm going to get rid of these wicks as well just to clean it up. Now, the whole point of this is to look at this as simply as possible. I want a beginner to come in here and realize what we're looking at and kind of be able to take it home and, learn from it, right? So here's the thing, guys. What I would really, really be looking at is we talked about these key levels of support, right? We just looked at the macro targets and the macro key levels to the upside. However, what happens if we get a big pullback here? Because nothing goes up forever. So if we get a big pullback, I will say your biggest key level of support in the macro, in my opinion, right? This is my personal opinion, is going to be this blue box, right? Again, we've looked at this level before, between 29,000 and 28.5, right? Again, it's really coming from that 28.8K level that we talk about so often. And why that level is so key is because not only is it the value area low of this local range that we pulled from May of 2022, which has obviously been very, very important as it has acted as support and acted as serious resistance in the past, obviously time and time again. We also have two value area lows within this box, right? Again, between about 28.6 and 29K, right? Key level of support. But not only that, not only is it we have the golden pocket retracements in there, not only do we have the two value area lows, but we also, and I kind of noticed this mid-video while we were recording on Sunday, I was kind of like, well, looking at this now, it adds even more confluence to that level of support because our macro value area low from the top of the bull market comes in right here at about 29.3, right? So making this blue box even stronger of a level of support, right? And not only is it make it a strong level of support, but it also makes it gives us context into what is likely to happen, guys. Because if we do wind up getting some kind of if the longs just wind up getting wrecked, because you guys have to understand, when you get these big moves up, you got people FOMO longing up in these levels like crazy. So oftentimes, price will wind up wrecking all those longs. But guys, if we wind up coming down, let me actually pull some fibs here. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. I don't know what you guys do on Fridays when I pull my fib, but you guys, I don't know, you're always talking about taking shots. I don't know if you guys are like taking shots at me, like insulting my hat, saying it's ugly. But anyway, I'm going to pull some fibs here. I don't know what it means in chat when I pull my fib, but I don't know. You guys do you, but I want to pull some fibs here from this range low all the way up to our pump high here. And I'm going to pull some local ones as well. So our full Fibonacci retracement from the low to the high locally is going to be coming in here at 27.7, right? So that's going to be a key level of support. But if I can get one of these golden pocket retracements from this high, from this low, if I can get any of these to line up with this blue box, guys, it would be a very, very, very saucy level to look at. And you can see here when we pull it from the impulse all the way to our high, that golden pocket retracement comes right in that blue box. Not only do we have all those levels of confluence within that blue box, guys, but if I pull up the object tree and we turn on our spider lines, look at that. We also have these spider lines running through this level as well. Obviously, the spider lines trend up over time, but guys, these spider lines are insanely strong. They are super, super accurate, super strong, and if we wind up coming down there, there is just a plethora of reasons to be looking for support here. And if we slip that level, let's say we do wind up coming back down, and hey, you're above your value area high. We could indicate, or we could take away that price may be a little bit overvalued as of right now, and if it comes back down and we get below this value area high, we may start ranging around within this volume profile once again, just like we were back here, right? We simply put, guys, the market ranges about 80% of the time, I believe. So you have imbalance, and then you have balance, right? You have imbalance, balance, imbalance, balance, imbalance, balance, right? Imbalance, balance, imbalance, imbalance, right? So what happened here was we found balance within this volume profile, right? Then we lost our volume profile and we came down. We had imbalance, and then we found balance again. Super boring balance. And now we came up here, we found imbalance, and we may be looking to find balance once again, and we could find it within this range or potentially even higher. But the whole kind of point I want to get across here, guys, is if we come back down and we come test these levels, this is a super saucy level I am looking at, because not only would it make sense if we wind up coming down, I'm not calling for this, but I'm saying if we do come back down into this range, we could expect to come to the POC, value area low. We also know we have the spider lines, the golden pockets, and all those value area lows, including the bull market value area low, macro value area low. And again, guys, when you take away all the intermediate levels, all the local levels, and you clean up the chart and you look at things in a simple manner, go ahead and hide all this stuff, making it super, super clean to look at, and we simply just pull that volume profile from the top of the bull market, that value area low. What happens if you look at something like a weekly chart or a 2-week chart? Like, we could treat this like a regular volume profile. Just because it's on a higher time frame, it doesn't mean that you can't trade this like a simple volume profile. You would just trade this as swing positions rather than a scalp or a day trade, right? So how would you treat this? CandleMafia, how would you guys treat this? You guys know this stuff probably better than I do at this point, because I've been spitting it in your face for I don't know how long about the volume profiles. You guys should be experts at this point. But guys, if we mark out this volume profile, right? Like, let's just keep it simple. Turn it neutral. Mark out your value area high. Come on. There we go. Mark out your value area high, your POC, and your value area low. Right here, right? So you have, simply put, value area low, POC, value area high. Creighton C, specifically Creighton C. Let me ask you a question, bro. Are you here? Are you ready to answer? I see you, bro. I know you are. If we get up here and we come back down and we test this value area low as support, would we be looking for longs or shorts? Great. Yes, Creighton C is here. I already see everybody. Value area low, value area high, POC. Hang on. What are we looking for right down here, guys? We are looking for longs. And then where would we expect that long to go next? We would expect it to go to the POC. Where's that POC? At 34.6. What is also up at $34,000? The top of where all those liquidations are sitting. Also, if we flip that POC to support, I'm not saying this is going to happen overnight, guys, but if we flip that POC to support, where is the next place price is likely to go? You could potentially be on your way to that value area high, which is coincidentally right at your macro golden pocket retracement. Literally dead in the middle of that golden pocket retracement. Now, guys, this is the most bullish scenario, right? I'll be honest, I'm not calling for 50K incoming. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, is 40K possible? Is 36K possible? Is 50K possible? Absolutely. Now, obviously, if you guys were watching from the beginning of the stream, we have a lot of levels in here, right? There's a lot of other levels of resistance that are likely going to give you some crazy resistance, price action. Who knows what price action will look like on the journey to this value area high or how long it will take. But these are the key levels. And when you're looking at it in terms of a volume profile, like we are here, it is not easy, but it is very likely that these levels will be respected. And the way the volume profiles behave, we know what to expect when certain levels are hit. When you flip the value area low to support, you're not expecting to go down. You're expecting to go up to the POC, right? And obviously, this is also based on all different types of TA and confirmations that we're doing alongside the volume profiles. But when you are just simply looking at your macro profile, guys, it is simply put, if you're now above this value area low, and if you can flip it to support, you're likely to go to the POC. If you flip the POC, you're likely to go to the high at some point. But remember, there's many levels in between. But this is what we're looking at, guys, and this is how we've predicted price locally up until this point. And you can extrapolate these theories and strategies and techniques to the higher time frames to try to come up with longer-term price predictions. So who knows? We may wind up swing failing on a weekly candle here, right? We could wind up coming all the way up here, wick all the way up, wick all the way down. And in hindsight, we might swing fail the yearly high wick here and get a big rejection to the downside down to 23K, which is another scenario we're watching. And if that happens, we have a plan to profit off that as well. But today, I did want to talk about those higher targets for Bitcoin if we were to get some kind of crazy news. But as you guys know, I really kind of wanted to harp on those liquidation heat maps because we were talking recently about how we could wind up coming above those yearly highs, which is happening right now. And we could wind up sweeping that liquidity and then reversing to the downside. But again, we may just come down and start to put in some higher lows on the value area low, which we know is not only our local value area low, right? Or more local value area low from this range here, but it is also our macro value area low from the bull market top. So these are the key levels I am looking at, guys. Could we make it there? We got a monthly green dot. We got the 2-week money flow coming up. We got the weekly money flow crossing over into the green. I'm not saying that guarantees we get there, but we could wind up seeing the trend continue to the upside based off the money flow on Market Cipher B. This is why I preach the money flow, because again, I was in a small short position on Friday. I got stopped out of that over the weekend. I think I woke up Saturday. I was stopped out of the position. I think I lost $150, guys. I'm up like almost $3,000 on my long, right? So it doesn't matter. When you have losses of $100 and you have wins of $3K plus, it doesn't matter when you get stopped out, right? That's the whole point of risk management, right? To make sure that your losses are smaller than your wins and your wins are way bigger than your losses. And when you do that, you don't even need a strategy that wins 100% of the time. That doesn't exist. But even you don't even need that, right? You could have a strategy that wins 50% of the time, and you could still be profitable by managing your risk correctly. And I just wanted to point out, because I showed that short position on Friday, and I want you guys to understand and become comfortable with getting stopped out. It's part of the journey. It's not a part of the journey, because that makes it seem like there's an end to it. I've been trading for years. I get stopped out, I don't want to say all the time, but I get stopped out. It's part of the job, right? You have people who have been trading for 25 years. We have Garrett Soloway on the show, and he gets stopped out, right? He's been doing it for 25 years or something like that, like a really long time. So it's just part of the game, guys. And I just wanted to show you that, like, am I sitting up here crying because I got stopped out of that short? Absolutely not. I'm here rolling in my profit on my long, right? And it all has to do with the way we look at the charts, not only using the volume profiles, but just as traders, finding the key levels and looking at where the opportunity is. It's not about picking a side, being bullish, being bearish, and sticking to your guns. That is not only not how it works, it's simply foolish if you're a trader, right? If you're a long-term investor, hodl, right? That's totally fine. I'm a long-term investor too. Most of my money is in long-term investments. I only use a small portion of my account to trade with, but that's the end of that rant. I just kind of wanted to show that, like, just because I know it could be discouraging to get stopped out, but look at me. I got stopped out on Friday. I don't care, right? Because I'm prepared for this stuff. So there you go, CandleMafia. Those are the key levels I am looking at. So again, I'm not calling for 100K or, I mean, here we go, 32,400. Shout out to the premium Discord. Let's go. We are ripping to the upside live here. Let's go. Shout out to the premium Discord. I was letting them know in the premium today. Hey guys, packing up the studio. Here's the TA for the day. I got to go build the studio. I would not be. Oh, baby, she's ripping. Guys, I got to get my money. Hang on. I'll be right back. Let's go. She's mooning, baby. Bing bong. Yo, let's go. This is lit. I had to go get the money, guys. Let's go. She's ripping. Let's go. Big wick energy. Let's get it. Let's check that long position. Might want to, I don't even know. I only got like 200 and something. I only got like $200 and something on this trade here. I don't know. Oh, God, the phone was ringing, guys. I don't know. My new neighbors are probably already calling the police on me, going absolutely nuts on it. They're like, what is this psycho neighbor? It's like a very, like, elegant, nice neighborhood, and then here comes Frankie Candles throwing money and screaming at the top of his lungs. But, yeah, guys, let's go. There we go. Up 487%. Let's go. Let's see. God Candle, let's get it. Oh, my God. There she goes. Guys, okay, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know we were going to hit. Oh, my God. Guys, when you hold support on the value area low, where are you likely to go next, guys? I did not think. Hit that POC, baby. Let's go. I couldn't have asked for a better stream. Don't miss any. Shout out to Tyler Durden. All right, let me check out those. Mrs. Candles came in. It's okay, Mrs. Candles. No, I didn't spill anything. I have money. I dropped money on the floor. Oh, it's okay. Mrs. Candle's hands are glowing green because Bitcoin's pumping. Guys, POC. Bing bong. Let's go. Yeah, guys, you can't make it up. I'm not trolling. I didn't know that it was going to go to the POC right now. But guys, if that does not hammer home to you that the volume profiles work live right here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel, if this doesn't prove that they work, oh baby, oh go ahead. You want to touch it? Go ahead. Hit our level. Guys, I did not think this was going to happen on the live stream. I did not think this was going to happen live. Unbelievable. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let me cover some of these super chats, guys, and then we'll rant and rave over the volume profiles a little bit more. But let's see. Shout out to Maybe a Band-Aid. Thank you so much for those 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Well, you didn't give them to me, but you gave them to the Candle Mafia. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. Did that in the waiting room as well, just getting the pump stream ready. Shout out to Maybe a Band-Aid. I appreciate you. Hannah King. I'm actually not a trade signal, guys. This is not financial advice. I am actually not. Do not do this. This is. But I am. I got to do something here on my other screen real quick. So bear with me here, guys. But anyway, hang on one sec. Shout out to Hannah King. Thank you so much for those 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Let's go. Already got the memberships flowing, guys. We got 1,569 people in here. For anybody who just tuned in, I mean, we did technically just call this God candle. I didn't know it was going to happen right now, but I mean, I didn't do it. It was the volume profiles. But shout out to Hannah King, Maybe Mandy. Thank you for gifting the memberships. Creighton C, we read that already. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We got Encrypt 3D Broker. I'm not a boomer, guys, I swear. Encrypted Broker, what is going on? Thank you for that $20 super chat, bro. He said, Frankie, can you please take a look at Rune? Do you think it will break the highs at $2.30? We will take a look at it for you, bro. No problem. Shout out to Hannah King. Said, Frankie BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF appears on DTCC website with ticker. Shout out to Hannah King. If this is real news and not, I trust Hannah, but as long as like the powers that be aren't messing around with anything, guys, please, if you did not see the Sunday Sauce video yesterday, it was an unintentional, guys, I literally, oh my God, how is this possible? I made that video saying, guys, what if we wound up getting some kind of crazy news about the Bitcoin ETF and we got another move to the upside? Where could Bitcoin go? And we literally talked about this price target. I did not expect it to happen the next day. But literally what happens? We wound up getting some weird news about the Bitcoin ETF. It's almost like I make the news. But I don't. I swear, guys. I swear. Anyway, shout out to Hannah King. Thank you so much for that info. What would we do without Hannah King, the princess of the Candle Mafia? Throw your tiaras in the chat for her. Shout out to Hannah. Thank you so much. Creighton C said, dude, all last week, every time you say, I'm not calling for this to happen soon, we hit it like a day later. Say you are not calling for 200K anytime soon. Creighton, I would. But I'll get in trouble if I say it too soon. But I can say it at some point. I gotta hold back though. Shout out to Creighton C. Yeah, you're not wrong, bro. Shout out to you. I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so much. You show so much support with the super chats lately. Well, shout out to Crane C. Thank you so much. We got Juan says, please explain the relationship between leverage and position size and risk management. Juan, I will try to get to that. I don't have a pen in the new studio yet, but I will answer that question. I'll try to answer that question ASAP. I just want to get through a little bit more of the TA and cover the current price action right now. Shout out to Mark Dutch said, the new studio is a moneymaker. Yeah, guys, new studio, new yearly highs. It's almost like we made it happen. But anyway, shout out to Mark Dutch. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate you. And Multi-Sig Dummy said, did I ever tell you that I love you? Multi-Sig, you have said it before, but I don't mind hearing again. I love you back, bro. We've got 1,925 people in the stream right now, guys. If you smash that like button and we get 1,000 likes on tonight's live stream, I will give away 3 Frankie Candles hats, and we will spin the wheel of free crypto. I'm renaming it, guys, because it's not the wheel of pain and pleasure anymore. It's the wheel of free crypto for the Candle Mafia. We will spin that wheel 20 times, and it usually has like an 80% hit rate. So smash that like button, 1,000 likes. We're going to be giving away everything that I own, essentially. But, guys, thank you all for the super chats. I do appreciate you so much, and I do want to point out here, guys, the one thing that is the one downfall about being a live streamer or a YouTuber, crypto trader, the one thing that is a downfall is, as you guys know, I said I wanted to do something off screen, but let me cover the super chats. I was going to put a short in at the POC here, and I decided to cover because yeah, missed the short there. But hey, I got to talk to chat, and we got a show to do here. But anyway, I just kind of put you guys through my thought process here. Is as we came up to this key level, very, very high likelihood for a rejection at this level, whether it's going to be a big correction to the downside, or even if this wicks down and then we print another God candle and smash through it, very high likelihood of a rejection at that POC. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up XO charts here, guys, so we can take a look at let's see. I love you all, Anons. Shout out to Danny. What is going on, bro? We got 19. We almost got 2,000 people in the stream tonight, guys. Let's go. And we called that POC. Oh my God, let's go. Smash that like button, everybody. If you learned something on the live stream today, go ahead and smash that dang like button. Absolutely legendary. But shout out to Mark Dutch, giving some of those new CandleMafia members YouTube memberships. Let's go. Shout out to Mark Dutch. Thank you so much. But yeah, thank you, BlackRock. Let's go. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and take a look here as we are getting this big move up. Okay, so, okay. Yeah, this is just a battle right now. Absolute battle. Let's come down to a low time frame. Let's go to the 5-minute. Turn off the TPO. Let's go. Yeehaw! Shout out to Jay Baker. Let's go. Look at this mess. Oh, my God. It's the Bulls versus the Bears. This is what it looks like, guys. But, hey, let's take a look. I want to take a look at some of these levels down here. Actually, let's go back up to the 30-minute real quick. While that's loading, let's pull up TradingView. Yeah, pushing up towards that wick one more time. Oh, my God. I cannot believe that we wound up, like, literally in the middle of looking at these. Guys, where's the next macro targets? I don't know. Maybe we should look at macro targets more often, guys. Let's see. Almost 2K viewers. Let's go. 2,062 people in here, guys. Smash the like button. We're going for an all-time high like count on this live stream. I think we could do it. Bitcoin's ripping. So is the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. Let's go. And we just gave the levels live right here. This is not what I thought was going to happen on the live stream, guys. I don't even know what to do. This is bothering me, guys. Hang on. Okay, can't be seeing the lights. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on, guys. If you want me to take a look at your altcoins, go ahead and throw your favorite altcoins in the chat. Rob the Crypto Snob will count up the votes and let us know what coins we're going to be looking at. And we'll start taking a look at the we'll go ahead and start taking a look at the altcoins in just a second. But guys, those are the macro targets. Did not think we were going to yeet up there while I was plotting the level, or minutes after I plotted the level. But hey, guys, you could see that obviously, oh my God, look at the altcoins flooding in. Yeah, yo, Marky Mark, shout out to you, bro. I guess I'll try it. Shout out to you, bro. Let's see. Yo, Johnny Two Pocket says CF going live. Let's go. Chainlink, AVAX, let's go. Candles. Jessica, our female CandleMafia representative. What is going on, Jessica? Show us your crystal ball, Cavs. Shout out to Tanner A. I can't, but I will show you some Aztecian cactus moss water right here. Let's get it. All right, guys. So again, you know, those higher targets. There we go. Target number 1 acquired. Did not think that would happen. But your next major target that I would be looking at here, guys, is gonna be kind of right here. Yeah, next major target I would really be looking at if we crack that POC again. It does open up the door to potentially revisit that point of control or macro golden pocket at about 48 to 50K. But obviously you have many intermediary levels. Again, I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, but I don't care. I'm a trader, not an English teacher. But we have a bunch of different levels in here that you could wind up rejecting, guys. But what I would say is the next kind of like reasonable level, I mean, a reasonable level according to how the rest of this live stream has gone is 100K. But let's go ahead and pull our fib here. Again, it is going to be that golden pocket. You know, we're pretty close to this golden pocket. I would really watch this value area low POC around 38 to, I mean, even to 786, guys. 38 to 40K is not far away here. So yeah, there you go. But those are the next major targets I'd be looking for on Bitcoin. And then if you're more of a swing trader or more of just a long-term investor and you're just here checking on the price of Bitcoin, you know, really your key level, your doorway to higher prices is now the POC right here at $34,000, or I'm sorry, 34.4, and then flip that to support. That opens up your door to much higher prices for Bitcoin. Now, guys, let's go ahead and move on to Ethereum, or Erythrium, as your grandmother might call it. Taking a look at Ethereum. And guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you find these live streams helpful at all. And more specifically, if you guys have watched the live stream, taken these levels and taken advantage of the information we give away for free on this channel and made some money, or even just learned, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps push this content out to even more people so we can grow the Candle Mafia into an unstoppable force, even more unstoppable than it already is. But guys, what did we look at on Ethereum? Oh, baby, guys, listen, by no means am I going to come up here and ever say that we are always right. That is simply not the case. We've been wrong before. We will 100% be wrong again. However, Ethereum is our, Ethereum does whatever we want it to. We'll just talk about the targets, and we'll talk about the targets first. I'll give you guys what you want first, and then I'll talk to you guys about why I thought we would get here. So, as you guys know, we were ping-ponging around in our volume profile right here, right? As soon as we wick down here, that made this volume profile eligible for to accept price back into the range and give us some respect on these levels, right? And basically just start respecting this range on Ethereum. Now, where did this range actually come from? It came from this previous area of consolidation, very, very similar to how we found that range on Bitcoin. However, this range has been very, very respectable, right? You got longs from the low, shorts from the highs, longs from the lows, shorts from the highs, longs from the lows. And there were very specific reasons why the move below this value area low right here, the move below this level was looking super saucy for a big move up for some really specific reasons, and it had a lot to do with money flow coming up and the bullish divergences coming in right here with the lower lows on price action and the higher lows on your momentum waves. And when you add that money flow trending up over time on top of those bullish divergences, guys, it can add a lot of rocket fuel to those moves. But as you guys know, our next target for Ethereum was this purple box. That was our next local level of resistance, with obvious attention being put here on the 786 at $1,705. Not only is that your 786 retracement, but it is also very close to the $1,700 psychological level. We did get a little rejection off that 786, but we were saying if you could flip this value area high to support and you do get a big move up, the next key level of resistance you'd be looking at would be the previous value area low of this range from above, and that is sitting right at about 1760. And I know these levels probably seem super, I'm sure like this level seems very familiar, right? We've been talking about this level just like we've been talking about 1550 for a while, because they remain key levels, right? This was a key level of support many times, key level of resistance, and then once we lost it, we wound up getting big move down. So these levels remain to be very, very strong, but this level at 1760, which is our previous value area low, let me just go ahead and label it. This was our next key level, right? Because this is now our doorway to higher prices. If we could get above this value area low, hold it as support, and then get a bigger move up, our next stop, shout out to Creighton C, when you hold that value area low as support, the next stop is likely going to be that point of control of the range, which in this case for Ethereum is coming in at about 1850. For whatever reason, Ethereum likes the 50s, right? It's like the 1550, 1750, 1850. Very interesting. But this is the POC of the range, and that is going to be your next target to the upside if, only if, you can hold that value area low as support, right? It's just a game of volume profiles, guys. You get up here, hold this as support. If you hold it, you could be looking up towards that POC coming in at 1850. Next stop after that would likely be the value area high of that range that we just talked about, sitting at about, okay, that's not what I wanted. Sitting right here at about 1925, we'll call it. 1925 is going to be the top or value area high of that range. And now you guys kind of have a roadmap of where price can go if certain levels are broken or held as support, right? So, again, if we keep ripping up here, next key level would be that point of control. I would highly doubt that we wind up ripping up to this live on stream, but I would have thought it would have been unlikely on Bitcoin too, and we just saw that happen. So let's go ahead and continue. Shout out to Crypto Anon, says BTC launched to 35K. Come on. Oh, guys, are we going to hit every target? Are we going to hit every? Okay, there we go. Oh, no. Wait, hang on. Wait, whoa. Okay. So it happened. Interesting. Okay, so we did launch to like 35.8 on the leverage exchanges. Did not happen on the spot exchanges. Did not happen on Bitstamp. Did not happen on Coinbase. It did happen on Coinbase. Yeeted up to 25K on Coinbase. Okay. Woo-hoo, baby. All right. Absolutely unbelievable here, guys. This is, this thing is ripping. Let's go. But let's hop back to Ethereum really, really quickly here, guys. Again, if this thing keeps pushing up, next target going to be 1850. No guarantees we get there. If we wind up cooling off, you may kind of try to like wiggle around down here at the range low. But again, as long as you can hold that level of support, I would look for a move up. But again, short-term cool-offs are not impossible. But money flow looking thick on the 4-hour, 2-hour money flow flying up. Bearish divergence looking to potentially form here on the 2-hour. But the this is the money flow coming up. This does not look bad. I would not really man, this thing could push up to that POC. I'm not saying today, but again, key level of supports, again, 1760. As long as you don't lose that level, you can open up to 1850. All right, ETH ripping. Guys, what coin do you want me to pump? Let's go. Yo, you let me know what coin you want me to pump. Let's go. Bing bong. If you guys want me to pump a coin, go ahead and throw it in the chat, and I'll talk about it. I'll just call a level, and apparently it just follows what I say. Let's go. Pump BTC. BTC hit 38K right now. Do it. You won't do it. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these altcoins. Rob says the alts tonight are ETH, Rune, XRP, ADA, and Link. Let's go ahead and take a look at Link, guys, first. Let me go ahead and thank you for that, Tyler. I'm going to pin that comment. 2,092 people concurrently watching this live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. I truly do. I don't just say that because I'm on camera. I actually do appreciate you guys showing up. I get to be the chart nerd that I am and do it on live with thousands of people watching. Super cool. So I really do appreciate you guys for being here. But let's go ahead and let me try to give back to you guys and take a look at Link. All right, shout out to the Link Marines. Let's check out the Coinbase chart. Thing is, oh my God, guys. You know why? Okay, no volume profiles on the chart, guys. But this is how much I look at the charts and how, oh my God. This is how, okay, now we have volume profiles on the chart. But, maybe we'll take maybe we could take a look at Pepe today. Shout out to Digital Wiz says I quit my job today. Shout out to Digital Wiz. Let's go. Hopefully it was like a good quit. Hopefully you quit because you got rich off this Bitcoin pump. Casper, we could take Air. Shout out to Air. Dang, Air, you coming in flexing that check mark. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, we could try to take a look at Caspa. But guys, I want to go ahead and obviously, if we're looking at our previous TA here on Link, right? Obviously, we have this previous volume profile from back here. Value area low sitting closer to about 934. If we can flip that level to support, that opens up the door to about $12, right? Coming up towards this next key level of resistance. POC coming up here at about $15. But I'm going to do something real quick here. I'm going to remove all the drawings. We're going to come up to the daily, which we're already on. I'm going to pull up the VRVP. That's the RSI, the VRVP. Here we go. And there we go, right? Why would we now? Last time we looked at Link, guys, we were looking at about $11. Why were we looking at $11? Well, if we zoom in on the volume here, guys, actually, you could pull it down to like this shelf of volume right here. $11 even, about between $10.80 and $11. This is what we were looking at, right? Once you get above, because Link has been respecting this range for quite some time, right? And although we got another rejection here at the value area high, we were able to flip that POC to support and rip up. Now, why were we looking at $11? The reason was because once you were above this high volume node decisively, right, you come up, You break out, get the rejection, but you hold this high volume node as support, right? And then that gives you the big move to the upside and that next kind of peak in volume, right? Look at the volume gap here. Look at the volume gap from the POC all the way up, and then your next little tick in volume was sitting here at $11, and look at the respect on that level, right? This is why we use the volume profiles for our levels of support and resistance. So where can Link go from here? Well, I would say kind of your next major level, or your next local level, I would probably look closer to about $12 to $13, guys. $12 to $13. Again, if we pull our range right here, actually, let's pull it all the way to the year. $13. We could be on our way to between about $12 to $13. I actually marked this out as kind of a range. So if we continue up, I'm not saying we're guaranteed to continue up, but between about $12 to $13, guys, that is going to be your next area where you could be looking for some resistance. And again, how did we know this? Simply put, the whole point of me showing this to you guys is I'm not special, right? I like to think I'm special, right? I like to think I'm cool, but I'm not special, right? I just know a technique. I have a skill that I can teach you right here on YouTube, and you can see this stuff as well, right? I don't like to gatekeep all my techniques. I like to give away as much free value as I possibly can while still being able to eat at night. But, this is how we do it, right? This is how we do it, guys. And again, your next key level sitting right up here between $13 and $12. $12 and $13. Next key level of support, resistance. And then above that, you would be looking at the POC of this previous range right here, right? And again, that's coming in at about $15. So these are kind of some of the next targets to the upside for Link that I would be looking at. And again, let's take a look at some of the higher daily time frames. Let's see. Yeah, money flow crossover into the green, right? This is why you want to be watching the money flow, because if you can get those money flow crossovers into the green on the higher time frames, that indicates that the trend will likely continue up. And if you guys remember, as we were looking at this range continuously being respected, just like bulletproof, right? As we were deviating here, I was saying, hey guys, even if you're not doing the TA, statistically speaking here, it is likely for you to get a rejection back down into the range here. But we were looking at that 2-day money flow crossover into the green saying, hey, maybe because of the money flow crossover into the green, if we could hold that POC, you may get a chance to break out. But I want to be clear. We didn't know that was 100% going to happen. Anytime you see somebody look back at a chart, it's much easier in hindsight. That's why I always say, I hope everyone remembers when we were talking about this live, because anyone could go back in hindsight and go over what Price did and be like, look, that's how we knew, right? But we talk about this live every single day. But that's why I like to go back and show you guys what we were looking at. I just hope that you guys remember. But there you go, guys. There is the kind of higher targets for Link if we are able to continue to the upside. And then, money flow crossing over into the green on the weekly as well could be a significantly good sign. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. All right, Bitcoin starting to take a little bit of a rejection here. Let me actually pull up the Bitstamp chart. Look at that, guys. Right up to that POC. And then you get the rejection, right? And I was... right before I was going to read those super chats, I was going to put in the short, but I decided to wait. And look at me now. Just sulking. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our next altcoin. ADA's pumping. Let's go, baby. We'll take a look at ADA because that is on the list. Let's go ahead and pop in on ADA, or Cardanzo, as our boy James Kramer likes to call it. Okay, so, could swing fail this wick. All right, let me go ahead and let's go ahead and start fresh here. Actually, I'll just get rid of the local range, right? I'll get rid of this purple box, this purple box, this purple box. There we go. Okay. And I'm actually going to extend that volume profile. There you go. Okay, so right now, oh, God, look at the money flow on the daily, baby. The money flow on the daily has been the thing that has been pointing to the upside ever since Bitcoin started creeping up on the daily, right? This money flow on the daily is what looks good. And if you guys remember, money flow on the daily, or money flow in general, indicates the longer-term trend. This indicates that the trend will likely continue to the upside. So Although I would be looking for, even if I'm looking for a short on Cardano right now, right? I might be looking for a short on Cardano right here, right? But even if I was looking for a short, I would not be looking to short it to zero. I don't want anyone getting it twisted, right? When you hear me say I'm looking for a short or I'm bearish, it's very heavily reliant on the context, guys, because right now I may be looking for a short on Cardano, right? You're like, your VWAP is rolling over. You're not printing it yet, but you could be putting in a bearish divergence on your daily. On top of that, you could wind up getting a swing failure of this wick up here, right? Let me grab this ray tool. Let's grab that magnet tool. Where's it at? Bada boom, bada bing. Bam, right there, right? We could be swing failing this wick right here, right? What does that mean? Guys, that means that we may have just come up. There might have been a lot of people short from up here. We may be coming up to stop out all those people and then reverse price back to the downside. But this doesn't, you might be thinking to yourself, Frankie, like, we're pumping. Why are you looking for shorts? Because that's when you want to look for shorts, right? I'm not saying you just want to short random pumps, right? That's very dangerous, obviously. Now, I'm going to do some more analysis here. We might go to the lower time frames and realize it's a horrible time to look for a short on ADA. But I'm just saying, if I were looking for a short here, guys, does not mean I'm looking for it to go to zero. Honestly, based off the money flow, I would actually be looking to scalp short this to the downside to put in a higher low, and then I would actually be looking to load up on the longs because the trend is likely to continue to the upside based off the money flow coming to the upside, looking for a crossover into the green. And just like CryptoPhase says, guys, this is basic strategy, right? Basic strategy on Market Cypher is money flow coming up, momentum coming up, right? This is just a general strategy. This is a basic strategy on Market Cypher. Momentum is coming up, right? Money flow is entering the asset. Money flow shows you if money is leaving or entering the asset. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word entering. So now that we know that money is now entering Cardano, right, at least on the daily time frame, this is indicating that if we do get a pullback here, we'd likely put in a higher low and continue to the upside. Now, where would that higher low likely come in? Well, we have this volume profile down here to give us some levels of support, right? And we could check that with our Fibonacci retracement levels to see if we get any confluence. Well, look at that. You have pretty good confluence on your golden pocket POC right about here. And if we do wind up coming back down, I would be looking at the value area high as support, right? If we get it, we could get a bounce there. Your lower, higher low could come in at that level. If it doesn't come in there, potentially it could come down to that golden pocket or even the 786 before putting in a higher low and getting a bigger move to the upside. Why are we expecting a bigger move to the upside? Because of the money flow, right? This is stuff we've been looking at for a while. But I would be careful of this. I'm just going to I'm not getting into this trade. I'm not putting this trade in, guys. I'm just putting it on the chart here. I'm not saying take this trade. I'm just saying I'm going to put this here to see, just to track. So when we come back to Cardano tomorrow or the next day, I don't have to remember what we were looking at. I'll be like, oh, we thought maybe we'd get a rejection from here. But this is just a daily time frame. VWAP cooling off, right? 8 hour. Let's see. 8 hour is pretty overbought here. We could be putting in a significant bearish divergence. Higher highs on the price, lower highs on your momentum waves, right? Could be putting that bear. Now, it's not printing yet, right? So you got to be careful. But, potential swing failure on that wick. VWAP, 8 hour, this VWAP eventually is going to give you a red dot. So I would be careful. Taking a look at the 4 hour. Ooh, baby. This is what I would look for. If Cardano is going to get a move down, I would look at this 4 hour bear div. This is likely going to be where you get it. Right? And again, not looking for it to go to zero, just looking for a scalp to the downside before more upside. So there you go. I just don't want people to think like, just because I was looking for a scalp short here doesn't mean I'm bearish on Cardano right now. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. It's actually looking pretty saucy on those higher time frames. Daily money flow crossover looking to happen. Beautiful, beautiful anchor trigger wave here. Bada boom, money flow coming up. Bing bong, right to the upside. Checking out some of the lower time frames here, guys. VWAP coming down on your 24-minute, 15-minute VWAP coming down as well. 3 hour, 2 hour. You got some bear divs forming here. Money flow looking healthy on that 2 hour, though. I would... I think if you cool off short term, it will be short term cool off and then more upside. But I don't think it's impossible to cool off from here, especially if you get this 4 hour SFP and this plays out. So there you guys go. Let's see. Yeah, people are going to FOMO and push the price higher. Absolutely. That's the thing. Like when you're getting all this FOMO, all this like FOMO buying, or like you're getting these FOMO pumps, oftentimes, guys, you will see, all the longs will come in, push the price higher, but eventually that does not last forever. That does not last forever. 10K incoming. Let's go. Shout out to Everybody Smile. Everybody Smiles in the chat. What's going on? All right, let's see. Is Cardano still alive? It looks alive right now, at least. I don't know how long it's going to live for, but it does look alive right now. All right, let's see. What indicator is that, Geo? This is Market Cypher. Shout out to Market Cypher. They are a sponsor of the channel. But I want to be clear. They're not a sponsor of the channel. I don't use it because they're a sponsor. I've used Market Cypher for years. I think I've been using Market Cypher for like 4 years. It's just crazy now to think that CryptoFace actually sponsors us, or Market Cypher actually sponsors us. But this is Market Cypher. By the way, guys, if you guys are interested in getting any of the indicators that I like to use, we'll take a look at Lux Algo in just a second, but you guys can go to frankiecandlestrading.com. This is our new website that Tony D works so hard on. You guys can check out the website. We have all of you could join the premium Discord here. If you're looking for those saucy long positions like the one that we're in right now. But we also have all our deals here, guys. We have 20% off Market Cypher, 30% off of Lux Algo. Shout out to Lux Algo and Market Cypher. And again, if you guys are looking to long or short Bitcoin or your favorite altcoins, you can check out some of our favorite exchanges. Femex, BingX, and Nexi are kind of the ones that we've been on now. The trade that I just showed you guys before was on Femex. So if you guys want to go ahead and trade on Femex, you guys can go to frankcandles.com or use the link in the description down below to join. Get an account, and you'll also help support the channel, obviously. So it's a win-win. You might get some free bonus funds to trade with, and you support your favorite crypto YouTuber. I'm just kidding, guys. But anyway, you guys can check that out, frankiecandlestrading.com. But let's get back to the sauce. Let's see. Yo, shout out to TomTom. Says, it's not FOMO, it's about time. I like that. I like that, bro. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue. What is next? What is next? We just did Link. Let's see. ETH. Let's take a look at XRP. Bada boom. Okay. Okay, fine. XRP. Cool. Guys, XRP bothering me right now. I mean, we're just still in our volume profile. But here's the thing. XRP testing key resistance, guys. So finally, we got the move up on XRP. We found our daily bullish divergences right here with our money flow coming up, indicating that this could be a significant low. And we did wind up coming up, and now we are testing that key level of resistance. As you guys know, we weren't looking for local upside for XRP until we broke this value area high at 50 cents. And if we did break that level, we were looking for that to bring price to the value area high, the macro value area high, or this more macro value area high, right? So, as we test now this macro value area high, now we're starting to talk, right? Now we can be testing this level, and we could wind up breaking out, flipping this purple box to support. And once we get above this purple box, guys, that could open up the door to come up to this previous value area low at about 62, 63-ish cents. And then at that point, guys, that would be XRP's door to higher prices. I'll actually go ahead and label it right now. Door to higher prices, right? This is your door to higher prices. Why? Because it is your previous value area from the top of the bull run, right? So that macro value area low, we know if you flip that level to support, where's the next price for XRP to go? If you hold that value area low as support, you could be on your way to that POC, getting closer to about 85 cents. Now, that is exactly, okay, well, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. There we go. This is very similar to what we had happen when we got that kind of that news about XRP winning the lawsuit. We were looking at these same levels, saying if we could break out of our value area high, we're likely to go to the value area low of the previous range, and then the POC of the previous range. And then what happened? You put in you come up, reject the POC, go for the retracement, and then you absolutely dump. So Kind of the same thing here. If we get a push above this level, looking for 63 cents. Get above that level, looking for 83 cents. And then maybe if you can get above that POC, I would be looking up towards that value area high at about $1.28 that we never actually wound up hitting. Shout out to King. Shout out to King TJ. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the super sticker. Is that what that is? Shout out to the super sticker. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Hey, shout out to Air. He said subbed. Guys, if you like the content and you like us calling these macro targets on Bitcoin and then Bitcoin hitting them 5 seconds later, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's go. We do this every single weekday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm like we're in the zone right now, but guys, I just moved my whole studio. I was sweating before I got on stream. I had to set up my studio with the new house. Let me know if you guys want to see a house tour. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a house tour. I mean, it's not like crazy. It's not like I'm moving to like a mega mansion or anything. But yeah, maybe you guys like to see the new Frankie Candles headquarters. Maybe we'll show you guys around. But anyway, guys, Frankie confirmed XRP to 589. Shout out to Wick. Shout out to you, bro. Let's go. XRP. Shout out to the 589 gang. Let's go. But let's go ahead and take a look at our next altcoin. Taking a look at Rune. Let's take a look at Rune, and then I will take a look at Caspa. I actually think Air was the one that asked to look at Caspa, so you subbed. I did not why I'm looking at Caspa. I take a look at anyone's coin. House tour. Let's see it. Shout out to Air. No problem. I am weird. Like I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like if I show my house, someone's going to be able to be like, I know that model. I know where that is. And not that I don't want to have you guys over for a party, but we are on the internet. Let's see. I vote for house tour tonight. Okay, fine. House tour, yes, please. Okay, yeah, I guess maybe Mrs. Candles can film me. Unless Tony D is at the house right now finishing building the backdrop for the studio in the garage right now. He might be doing that with his phone on the table. I don't know. Tonight? All right. Let's see. Okay, maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll do it tonight. Should we drop it as like a YouTube short? Maybe. I don't know. We'll upload it as a quick little house tour. I don't know. I don't want to guarantee tonight, but we'll do it at some point, maybe tonight. But let's go ahead and continue on to this other altcoin that they call Rune or Thorchain. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay. Taking a look at the weekly, guys. Yeah, guys. I mean, listen. Who was watching the live stream when we were, like, recently? Like, I mean, we've done this for a while. But more recently, guys, we went down the alt list. And I want to be very clear. When you zoom out, guys, this pump is really not that significant, right? It's a pretty big move for a day or an hour or a 4-hour candle, right? But I do want to, nothing really that crazy is happening. But on Bitcoin, it is a little bit more apparent, right? Like this is a significant move. But, and some of the alts do have significant moves. But like if you look at Link, right, that's a little bit more of a significant move. But who was here recently when we were down over here, when we went down this altcoin list and we were saying, guys, DOT, I'm not going to measure it all out. DOT down, 92%. OP, which has a token unlock coming, so be careful. But 58% down, right? 50% off. XRP down massively off its all-time highs. STG down 68%. Trust Wallet token down 61%. These are actually not down as much. Yeah, a lot of them are down still 90%. 94% on Near. 92% on SNX. Dogecoin down 91%. XDC down 74%, right? Like at some point you got to buy this stuff. I'm not saying you can't go lower, but at some point, if you never buy in, you never get the opportunity to make money, right? You got to risk it for the biscuit. Not saying be a degenerate, but you got to risk it for the biscuit at some point, if that makes sense. But again, let's go ahead and take a look at Rune real quick. Binance Tether US. Let's take a look at the 2-day. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly green dot printing, money flow coming up. Guys, this looks good. Listen, this looks good, right? I'm just here to show you guys what's on the charts. I'm not saying that I think Rune's going to pump because I feel like it's going to pump. Green dot on the weekly with money flow coming up. Somebody said Algo. Before I continue on, let me just check. I haven't looked at Algo in a while. Like, Algo cannot catch a break, guys. Algo is just going to zero, I think. I'm just kidding. I actually like Algo. But yeah, it's 96% down. This, I feel like, is getting suppressed for some reason. But anyway, we'll come back to do more TA on that one another day or another time. But weekly green dot with the money flow is looking pretty good, guys. 6-day green dot money flow looks even better on the 6-day. Rune could potentially get a pump here. Now, I'm not saying enter right this second because you come down to the lower, the daily time frame. You're getting the crossover into the green, but your VWAP's rolling over. Your 16-hour VWAP is rolling over. Your 10-hour VWAP is rolling over, right? So we could get a short-term cool-off before getting continued upside for Rune. But on the higher time frames, like I said this on Friday's live stream, the higher time frames are the things that are looking very bullish right now. So this is, the higher time frames look bullish, but, the lower time frames could easily cool off here in the short term, right? Money flow on the 4-hour, man. Look at this fresh crossover. This is what Bitcoin looked like on Friday. This is what Bitcoin looked like on Friday. This is what the money flow looked like on the 4-hour. And then what happened, right? Also on the daily, you were just getting a money flow across. I mean, this is what Bitcoin looks like, right? I'm not saying you're guaranteed to get a rip, but, I actually think it's probably more likely to get a cool off first, right? A little cool off and then another move up. But I mean, guys, this money flow on almost all these higher time frames, these crossing over into the green, it looks pretty saucy in my opinion. Yeah, I would, money flow looks pretty good. 90-minute green dot. Money flow is thick AF. 30-minute. Yeah, you're looking for some local bear divs here on the 30-minute. I would be careful of some local pullbacks here on Rune. Let me pull the volume here, give you guys some key levels. Right? Yeah, I mean, you're deviating outside your value area. Let me get you some more local levels. Yeah, I would actually go ahead and take these levels. Why are these levels so thick? Oh God, I don't want these. These are ugly. Hang on, let me fix these guys real quick. We do not need that big of a level. Okay. So let me thin that out and let me thin this out. Oh, come on. There we go. Boom. Okay, so yeah. So, listen, if we pull back, guys, key level of support going to be sitting right here at about $2.05. That's going to be a key level. It's your previous value area low locally right here. And, I mean, yeah, you're starting to potentially put in some bull divs. Bear divs here, right? You have your higher highs on price, lower highs on your momentum waves, right? Simple. Looking for a push. If we do get a pushback, I'd be looking to come down to the value area high. And then what that does is it gives you insight into what price will likely do next. If you get below this level, start hitting your head, you could get that move down to the POC or value area low, which wouldn't even be that alarming, right? Like that'd be a pretty healthy pullback in my opinion, right? Let's pull some fibs here. Let's pull it from the impulse or from the initial impulse, or the IP, as I like to call it. And like these are some macro levels of support, right? If this thing really starts to go down, these are some real kind of more macro levels of support. I would look at this, 786 coming in at about $1.64. And then I do want to pull some local levels as well. Let's pull it from this flip of that value area low to, and again, guys, I want to point this out. Previous value area, extrapolating the levels to the right. If you had done this on the way up, you would have known to be looking at this level for a flip, an important support resistance flip, right? Because you would have known this is your previous value area low. From back here, right? That's where you got the value area low from. You simply mark out the level, extrapolate it to the right, and what happens? You come up, roll back to the downside, flip that to support. Did you get any lower time frame confirmations at that point? I don't know. Let's see. You can go down to like something like the 3-minute. Let's see. You did get a 3-minute bull div right here. But not often that I'm trading the 3-minute, but just in general, you could have been looking like you would have known this was a key level, that if you found support on this level, you may be able to come up, flip the POC to support, and then get a move to the value area high. But these are the key levels I would be looking at if Rune decides to cool off, guys. And then again, pulling our local, I want to pull it from that impulse. Let me get the magnet tool here. Let's see. Bada boom. Where is it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So no real confluence here on that fib, unfortunately. Whoops. Gonna have to come down to a lower time frame. Let's go to the 24-minute. Let's pull another local. Yeah, okay. So this would definitely be a key level of support I would watch as well. This is more of a range. It's going to be between $2.05, again, which is your value area high, in confluence with your golden pocket. 786 coming in at 2022. So there you go. If you cool off, I would look for this as support, right? If you break below this level, you're looking down to the range lows, right? So that is your context and your key levels for Rune. Other than that, guys, I mean, local pullback, not impossible. That's for everything, right? Not just Rune. Nothing goes up in a straight line except for Bitcoin, apparently. But no, for real, guys, yeah, like if things cool off short term, don't be surprised. But those higher term time frames, those money flow crossovers on the higher time frames are looking super saucy. But let's see here. Let's see. Caspa. Let me see Caspa real quick. Caspa. See, take a sip of the Aztecian cactus. Oh, baby, look at her go. Let's see here. Taking a look at the daily. Excuse me. All right, hang on. Let me pull up one with more price history. I think MEXC has some nice price history. Hang on a second. Where's the doorway to higher price? Guys, look at this. Okay, so you can't make it up, guys. You cannot make it up. And I don't ever say this, guys. I don't want this ever to come off like I'm saying, ha ha, look, we were right. That is not what this is about. It's the opposite. It's, ha ha, look, I'm not special. I'm a normal person, guys. I am not some math whiz. I am not some algorithm whiz, or I don't know if that's a thing. But, guys, I am a normal person, right? I learned to trade, and I learned to read the charts by relentlessly studying and relentlessly staring at the charts and staying up and studying when I had a full-time job, right? Like staying on the charts and learning and using all my free time. And instead of spending it doing stuff that a lot of people would like to do, I spent it studying the charts because I saw this as a way out of having a normal life, which is totally fine if you want a normal life. But that just wasn't for me, right? And I was a normal person. I worked a normal job, right? And you can do this too. You can learn how to read these charts. I will show you. If you have a question, hit me up on Discord. I try my best. My DMs get a little crazy nowadays, but I try my best to answer as many people, not only on Discord, but in the chat. Ask your questions. If I see them, I will always like to answer them. These live streams are meant to be educational, guys. And anybody can do this. But yeah, anybody could do this, and I'm here to help you. If you have a question, please ask. If you don't know what I'm looking at, or you don't know what the indicator I'm looking at is, or you saw me look at something and you didn't know what it was, ask the question. I will always try to give you guys the answer. But I just want to press that home. Like, I am nobody special here, guys. Like, and you can do this too. And that is the whole point of my YouTube channel is to help people become profitable traders and just learn how to make money in crypto. And like, I don't want people getting discouraged or intimidated. That's why I think a lot of people out there try to make the TA look more complicated than it is because they want to make themselves look like an industry expert. And I like to look like an industry expert, but I'm also not here to give you guys dishonest information. Like, oh, you guys really got to, you're not going to be able to get key levels like this until you're on my level. No. I'm going to show you how to get the levels on your chart tonight, guys. I am not here to gatekeep, right? But anyway, taking a look at Caspa here, the reason I said that is because I don't want you guys to ever think I'm bragging. But what we look for here is we were looking for a move on the, or not on the daily, but really what we're looking for here was the previous value area from back here between about 4.5 cents all the way up to about 5 cents. And we ranged around here and price found balance within this range. This is where people agreed this was a fair price for Caspa. And what happens when you deviate out of these ranges is you can look as this as oversold, right? This is undervalued. If the price is trading up here, and you know this is the fair price for Caspa, when you deviate below that range, typically you could look at this as an undervalued Caspa, right? So why would you not pick up some cheap Caspa down here knowing that it typically trades up here? And this is the fair value. You could look to get a revisit into that range and then a push up to the top of that range, right? And if I go all the way back to our line that we drew, I guess back here on October 19th, we were looking for a support on the value area low, doorway to higher prices. We did not draw that. We did not write that right now. This was from, I guess, probably Thursday, the 19th, where this is your doorway to higher prices. Once you get above this level, you are looking to flip it to support, get a move to the POC, and then a potentially move to the value area high, and look what happened. But there you go, right? Like, this is the power of the volume profile. Oh, no, wait, hang on. No. We were looking at this on the 16th of October, probably. I moved that arrow. But anyway, like, that's as you come up and you approach this. Yeah, that makes way more sense, too, right? Because we were approaching on the 16th. We were approaching that value area low with money flow coming up, at least on the 1 hour, come up to the higher time frames. Money flow coming up on the 4 hour, right? Not only that, but you got your bullish divergences with your lower lows on your. No. You had lower time frame bull divs, but either way, you had money flow coming up on your 4 hour. Did you have bull divs? No bull divs. But you did have money flow coming up on your 4 hour. Coming on over to the daily, you had money flow was already in the green, right? But again, it's just a game of volume profiles, guys, right? You're below that volume profile, banging your head. You're looking for a flip to support and then an eventual visit of the high. And now we are deviating above that high. So let's go ahead and see what those next levels of resistance above us would be. Well, hey, I guess, Caspa's kind of hanging out at all-time highs. No? Is this, I believe we are near all-time highs. Let's go. Shout out to Jordy. He says, thank you for that super chat, bro. He says, off 2 hours late and Frankie's still going. #legend. Shout out to Jordy. I appreciate those kind words, bro. But when you got crazy price action on Bitcoin and the alts like we do today, and I got the fresh studio build, and we got 1,285 people in the chat. We gotta hammer it home, and we gotta be up late here streaming. But continuing on here, guys, I believe. Excuse me, please, if there's if there is a chart with more price history on Caspa. I think this is the. Hang on, let's take a look. Caspa. Yeah, I believe this is like near all-time highs for Caspa. So what I would be looking for here, guys, is simply put, you could be looking for potentially, let me go ahead and pull a fib here real quick from the high to the low. And what I want to do here is change the preset, bada boom. Yeah, upper levels, if this thing decides to pump more, what I would be looking at up here would be about 0.064 and all the way up here at 0.0839. I'm not saying this is guaranteed to happen, but these are some levels you could look at above if we break out of this volume profile and continue up to new highs. Those are the two key levels I would be looking at. Let's see. Hey, what is going on? Tino from Traders Reality. What is going on, bro? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you for stopping by. Tino, what about this dang price action, bro? This is crazy. She's pumping, baby. She is pumping. Let's go. Shout out to Tino. I appreciate you for stopping by, bro. And shout out to Jordy. We just read that. Shout out to you, bro. Let's see. Traders Reality says, "Let's go." Shouting out Tony D. Let's go. I'm chilling, dude. I'm chilling, man. Enjoying these pumps and waiting for the epic dump, bro. What are you looking for, bro? You think we're going higher? Or are you looking for shorts? Let me know. Flavor in the charts. Let's go. Shout out to Tino, bro. Shout out to Tino, man. Let's see. How do you get a hat? Shout out to Mike Lowry. You can go to frankiecandlestrading.com and pick up the hats. I believe Tony D does have those hats on the site now. I believe he does. Come on up here. Oh, what's this? Oh. Shout out to Tony D. Tony, you did not need to go ham on the teaser for, Frankie Candles University. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying maybe it's coming, guys. Maybe it's coming. The website says coming soon. I don't know. But anyway, I forgot to tease this the other day. But anyway, if you come over to the merch, the only thing that we have available right now, guys, is the hats. As you guys know, we are trying to rework a new website and get new merch. But everything will be up soon. But the hats are live. You guys can go ahead and check them out. They're $29.99. We tried really hard to keep these prices down. And we also wanted to keep it not too branded, right? We wanted this to be like a trading hat, not necessarily a Frankie Candles hat. But you guys can check it out. They're super high quality hats. This is the one that I'm wearing right now. So yeah, check them out. And again, if you guys want to check out the deals and all that good stuff, we have the premium access to the premium Discord, as well as all our deals to our indicators and exchanges, and some deals that we don't talk about. Like, we got a bunch of really, really good guys. 85% off Surfshark VPN, ExpressVPN 49% off, 68% off a Nord. So we got a whole bunch of really, really good deals here. here. So there you go. FrankieCandlesTrading.com. But guys, I think that is all the time we got for tonight's live stream. Yeah, that was Caspa we covered. I think we covered everything. Super. Yeah, shout out to Tino. Thank you, bro. Tony D has been losing sleep over that website. I know that's for sure. But guys, I think that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. Let's go ahead and pull up that wheel. Did we get 1,000 likes? I didn't check. I didn't push the likes too much. So I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, baby, we're so close. I see a 9, baby. 954, guys. We're going to spin that wheel 10 times. If you guys smash that like button and get 1,000 likes, I will spin it an additional 10 times, and we'll give away 3 of these Frankie Candles hats. So shout out to whoever just asked. Car magnets? Shout out to Elvis Diaz, or Elvis Diaz. Thank you, Tony. I will do that. But yeah. Shout out to you, dude. He said car magnets. Tony D, duly noted. Let's maybe we'll go ahead and try to get some car magnets. We can get like bearish divergence. We could get some bearish divergence magnets. Okay, 980. Oh, there we go. 1,000 likes. Super quick. Let's go. All right, here we go. Spin number. So we got to spin this thing 20 times. I'm going to have to spin this thing super quick. OM Duke said liked, subscribed, and watching live. Shout out to OM Duke. I appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to lie. It's always an exciting live stream when we can call the pumps. Not call the pumps, but call the levels live like that. That was a couldn't have asked for a better first stream in the new studio. Frankie, I can't believe I slept through the price action. Accidental 4-hour nap. Shout out to chemistry, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Dude, you work so hard, man. You're always doing your thesis or helping us out on the channel. Like, you do a lot, man. I'm not surprised that you took a random 4-hour nap. You deserve an 8-hour nap, bro. But shout out to you. You went to sleep and Bitcoin decided to go ballistic. Bro, maybe start taking naps like at this time every day, and maybe we could get Bitcoin to go ballistic every day. Shout out to chemistry, bro, man. Thank you for being here. Great show, Frankie. Amazing day. Shout out to Peter. Thank you for that, bro. I need my hat, Frankie. Digital Whiz. What is going on, bro? We'll try to get you one. I'm rooting for you on this week's giveaway. 1,024 likes, guys. Thank you so much for smashing that like button and subbing to the channel. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate you. Shout out to Mystic Ruin. Said congrats on 1K likes. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. And it's gonna take all day to spin this dang wheel, I think. How do I qualify to win a prize? Crypto Geo. You're going to have to comment and like on a certain video. Tony D. Actually, don't know if you can. Let's make the giveaway video the Sunday sauce video. So if you go to the channel and you see our video that says, what does the thumbnail say? Tony D, if you could drop the link. Digital Pencil said, I'm here for the Bulls. Shout out to Steven. What is going on, bro? Steven is, shout out to Steven, bro. Hit me up, man. We got to chill soon. Shout out to Digital Pencil. I'm here for the Bulls as well, my friend, until price starts dumping. Then I'm on the bear side. And then, we'll just short it on the way down. Shout out to Steven. I appreciate you for being here, bro. Good to see you in here. Let's see. Mike and I remember celebrating 200 likes. Shout out to Mickey and Michael Snelling. I do as well. Yeah, it's crazy. We have come a very, very long way here on the channel. Yeah, Tony D, if you can drop that link to the Sunday Sauce video, I'll love you forever, bro. I'm just kidding. I'll love you forever no matter what. Yeah, shout out to Tony D. But yeah, so what you're going to have to do, whoever asked how you enter the giveaway, you just got to leave a like and a comment on the Sunday Sauce video. And yeah, that gets you in. And then we pick a random winner from people who commented and liked. That hat is awesome. Shout out to King TJ. Bro, go check it out, man. Or actually, I'd say, listen, I would say go buy one right now, but maybe just wait until Friday, because if you enter the giveaway, you might win. And then if you don't win on Friday, then maybe buy one, right? Or just buy one now. I mean, hey, it would help me out. But hey, if you could get a free one, why not wait? If I were you, I'd wait. I'd try to get the free one. But anyway, let's see. We got a few more spins here. Not too shabby. Hang on one sec, guys. Let me pull up. I'm pulling up my face cam real quick because I don't want to dox anything on. I'm pulling up Discord. I don't want to dox any personal conversations. All right, there we go. That was a giveaway. There we go. So you guys know I didn't rug you because you got a giveaway. There we go. I'm not cheating on the wheel, I swear. All right, let's see. 918 people still in here. Shout out to Creighton C. Says, Face caught the short. He's on right now if anyone wants to flip over after Frankie. Hey, wait, maybe we can raid him. Hang on. Let's see. Tony D, if you could set up a raid on CryptoFace, if you could do that on the back end, let me know. If you could do that on the back end, we'll set up a raid so when I end my stream, you guys hop right over into Face's stream. That'd be sick. All right, was that 20 spins? Oh, we got one more, baby. One more. Let's go. Let's raid Face. Let's go. Shout out to Creighton C. Thank you for bringing that up, bro. Nobody go to Face yet. We want to raid him all at once. We want to like dump 900 people right into his stream. That'd be sick. All right, let's count up the votes here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not votes. They're giveaways. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 20. Not bad. Not quite 80%, but that is good. 13 giveaways to start off our week of pump action. Not too shabby. But guys, let me see. Where am I going? Tony D, just let me know if you can... shout out to Tanner A. Said, Frankie, did you already do a stream with Jason? Yes. We did like an interview on his channel. It was uploaded last week, I believe. So just go check out his channel. I think I'm on the thumbnail if you wanted to go check that out. A lot of people said they liked it. So yeah, go check that out, bro. I think you will enjoy it. Always love hopping on Jason's channel. Super, super awesome trader and just a cool dude to chill and talk with. It was cool. It was more like just like an interview kind of thing where it was like we were just kind of talking about we weren't just talking about the charts. We were talking about just kind of like life and what we think of kind of the things going on in the world. Super, super cool. But yeah, 13 giveaways to the Mafia. And before I let you guys go, don't forget our sponsor link too. You guys can check them out. They help support the channel. If you guys are looking to get into private equity without the giant price tag, it does open up the door to more people who may not be multi-millionaires to get into private equity. You can check out their website at link2.com if you're interested in investing in companies such as Ripple. But you can check this out. I believe the first minimum investment is $2,500, and then I think it does go up to $5,000. So you do need some money, but again, it is a lot more accessible than other forms of investing in private equity. But check them out. Link to linqto.com. Thank you for sponsoring the channel, and go check them out. And with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. Let's see. Tony D. Let's see. Oh, shout out to Cryptic Sniper. Said, congrats on 54K subs. I did not know we hit it. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for letting me know live on stream. It probably happened while we were live. Working on it now. Tony D, just let me know when that raid is ready, and we will go ahead and dump it on over to Face. But guys, while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the waiting room because we might have a Frankie fake out. But guys, with all that being said, watch out for the pullbacks, guys. Nothing goes up forever or all at once. So watch out for those short-term pullbacks. But again, the money flow on the higher time frames does look good, but just watch out for those short-term pullbacks. And with all that being said, shout out to anybody out there making money. Shout out to the premium Discord for making money on those longs. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Same place, same time. And it will be the same place because we're in the new studio now. Same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Okay, we back now. It's been a minute, foot is on the gas now. Ain't no limits, I swear I can never cap out. Yeah, they don't let me loose, I'ma act out. Cause I'm back out. Whoa, look, I'm back now. Back now. Somebody tell them that we back now. Somebody tell them that we, yeah. I got the city on my shoulder, straight to the top, yeah. I told you I never drop what I'm holding, yeah. I got the team with me. We gotta go and we on a roll, so we never see defeat. Yeah, lights still shine even when the world's dark, and I still stride even when it gets harder. We stayed steady since the day that we started. No, we ain't stopping. I know we got it. Look, we back now. It's been a minute, foot is on the gas now. Ain't no limits, I swear I can never cap out. Yeah, they don't let me loose, I'ma act out. Cause I'm back out. Whoa, look, I'm back now. Somebody tell them that we back now. Back now. Back now. Back now. Back now. Somebody tell them that we back now. Back now. Back now.
You got it, babe. No, we're not going to Taco Bell tonight. Oh, it's McDonald's tonight. We're up on the long, baby. Hey, I'm sorry. How do I always embarrass you? Everything I do embarrasses you. Hello? Talk to the hand. Hangs up and texts me, talk to the hand. Are you serious? Talk to the hand? Your hand's famous. Anyway. Oh, whoa. Hey, guys, listen. Me and Mrs. Candles, we're going out to a really nice dinner. I was joking about the McDonald's thing, guys. I'm kidding. We're going to Arby's. But, guys, turns out that we need special permission. I got to hit up CryptoFace and ask for permission to raid him. So we can't actually send you guys over there. But go hit up Face. Say what's up to him in his chat. Let him know that Frankie Candles said he loves him, or, you know, in a non-creepy way. But send him that CandleMafia love, and go check out Face. He's live right now. Shout out to CryptoFace and Market Cypher. With all that being said, guys, I'm going to go eat some food because I haven't eaten all day. Shout out to Respecting the Pamp, and I will see you guys right here, same place, same time, tomorrow, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. That's all I got. I'll see you guys next time. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand, yeah. I got the team by my side, right hand, yeah. Take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that, yeah. And it's the dream, I'm coming for the bag.
Even though you guys keep cheesing these damn percentages, I'm so proud of you.
Fast track now, they won't lend a hand. Now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go. At the top of the class on a roll.
Oh, here we go. Here's a real.
Yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. On the road, here we go. Yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah. On the road, here we go.
Banger. 29,581 entry, 32,206. Excellent work, my friend. Dave. Woo-hoo! Oh, look, another 100X. God damn. You know what? We just have the best 100X traders in the fucking galaxy.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the